Hey you guys, it's Emily, and me and Judah are outside on this beautiful morning, and I figured that since it's such a beautiful day that I would go ahead and just update you on everything that's in the garden now that I have everything planted in the garden. So what do you think, Bub? Alright, let's go see. Here she is. She is small but mighty. Now, the progress might not look like much to you guys, but to me, with this stuff being in the ground for a couple weeks, it's crazy how different it is. Now, here's the herb garden, and then at the end I have some zucchini. And you know, I thought these basil were a goner from the frost, but they're actually starting to green up again. The leaves don't look very good, but I'm thinking they're going to pull through. So we've got 4 basil plants, a parsley, and then that's cilantro. We've got spearmint, oregano, chives, dill, thyme, lavender, rosemary, and then here are the 2 zucchini, squash, and a beautiful sunflower that has several blooms on it. And then in this bed, here are the jalapeno peppers. They're doing pretty good for having gone through a cold snap. That dark area is where I planted those purple radishes. And then we've got 3 Clemson spineless okra plants, and they've got little babies on them, if you can see there. And then another sunflower. I've got the German Johnson tomato here. He took the place of the Blue Lake bean that sadly lost its fight in the frost. And then along this trellis, I've got 2 cucumber plants and 1 buttercup squash. Here is a pickling cucumber. You know, as you can see, his leaves got a little jacked in the frost, but he's got a lot of new growth coming, and then he does have several blossoms or blooms coming, and those are going to be fruit. So you keep on trucking, little buddy. Got some more slicer cucumbers growing up here. And then our onions have gotten a lot bigger than when I planted them. When I planted all of them, they were just one little strand, and now a lot of them, I mean, this guy, he's got 4. And they're doing really good. And then here are the bell peppers. They are yellow, orange, and green bell peppers. They're looking a little rough from the frost. Planted too early, but again, I think they're going to pull through. I'm going to give them a shot. And then look at these cabbages, people. This red cabbage has done incredible. Now, I don't know why these 2 in the back are smaller. I don't really know what's going on there. But these 3 guys in the front have made a lot of progress from when we planted them. And then, let's see, in this bed, the tomato bed. Now, these guys are crazy big compared to whenever I planted them. They're doing so good. They did not care about the frost at all. I figured out that the damage that I did get, the burnt leaves, that was because I had left the metal tomato cages on them, and that metal got so cold that whatever leaves were touching the metal burnt the leaves. So I figured that out a little too late. But look at all the blooms on this guy. These are all going to be tomatoes. And that is aroma right there. This one is a yellow brandywine. And then this is the cherry tomato. This one is an Amish paste. Now, he got beat up in the frost, but he's a fighter. Look at all those blooms on there. He is gonna pull through. This one is a beefsteak, just an heirloom beefsteak tomato. This one is another beefsteak tomato, and a third beefsteak tomato. Those are big old slicer tomatoes and will be good for salsa. And then this is another Roma. So I have 2 Romas, 3 beefsteaks, an Amish paste, a cherry tomato, and a German Johnson tomato. So we's gonna be making salsa, people. Now the flowers, they all made it through the frost as well. The geraniums look good. I actually brought that pot inside, so they did not care. Now this guy, he's got a new bloom on him. That's a Gerber daisy. And then the irises that I planted, look at him go. He's getting big. And then a second one popped up. They're living life, loving the sunshine. And there you go. All these beautiful babies. Oh wait, we forgot about this little guy. The strawberry bed. Now, the strawberry plants, they have new growth, so I'm not worried about them dying, but I think that these red leaves are dead. But this one here is new, and then there's some new little babies in here, so they're gonna pull through for sure. They just might not be as lush as if I waited to plant them after the frost. And then our little radishes, these are the radishes that I planted at the end of April. And they are getting their true leaves. I don't know if you can see in there, but he's getting his true leaf down there. So those little seed leaves will fall off, and we'll have some China rose radishes. And then this dark spot, this was the French breakfast radishes that I planted a couple days ago. So those will probably start to sprout in the next couple days because it's so warm here. But there you have it. That is my little suburban backyard garden in the middle of this crazy neighborhood. We are gonna have a great harvest this year. I can feel it, people. I had to drop my sidekick off inside because it's his nap time and he was not feeling it. But that is the garden tour. You know, it's been, gosh, 2 weeks since I planted everything in the ground. Well, 2 weeks since I planted most in the ground. The cabbage and the onions have been in there for over a month, and they're doing really good. I'm super excited to see how much this grows week by week, and I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching.